and mic on. That way, that's the only audio this picks up. And I just
Okay, and then I'll
mute
I'll
him.
turn it on my down.
I'm not sure what camera picks up the audio, but
So did you find the other camera, or is that the one that was previously broken?
I thought it was broken. I called the repair company to see. Sorry. I feel like I'm sitting on the floor.
Number 8, DH, Grady O'Branson. Playing right field, number 5, Aiden Thomas. Playing second base, number 4, Joe Lund. The 19 version. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 12, Mason Messenger. Playing second base, number 10, Ryan Bachman. Hitting third, playing third base, number 21, Matthew Hegre. Playing first base, number 30, Jace Caldwell. In left field, number 18, Alex Weaver. Playing center field, number 20, Branson Keel. Number 29, DH, Jake Goebel. Catching tonight, number 25, Ryan Schmidt. Right fielder tonight, number 13, Drew Messer. And your pitcher, number 27, Isaac Arnold. Tonight's reserves are Shavinsky, Whitesell, Solis, McGuire, Klosterman, Hartford, Ritchie, Steinhorst, Gregorian, Weaver, Nesbet, and Wilhelm. Tonight's umpires, Burt Reddy, Rosenberg Flagel. Tonight's national anthem will be presented to you by Bryn Hanna, Reese Hanna, and Kylie Schneider.
Yeah, let's rock. Appreciate it.
Ground out leads to the plate. Number 9, left fielder Mason Crow. Number 6, catcher Matt Fegan.
And a pleasant good evening here on this fine Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed the Nate Brown Show. Great interview with Rob Parker of FS1, and of course on Fox Sports Rapid City's co-host of The Odd Couple. We're picking things up here in the top of the first with one away in a matchup between the Hardhats and Sioux Falls Post 15 West, a doubleheader getting you set here on Fox Sports Rapid City. So it was a ground out for the first out and then a hit by pitch to Mason Crow, and with one out, a runner on first. Isaac Arnold, the starting pitcher for the Hardhats, in their red uniforms with white pants, the signature hard hat as well. Navy blue with red numbers and letters for Sioux Falls. And it's a 1-1 count to Matt Fegan, the catcher. Broadcasting live in the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. I'm Dylan Corbett on Fox Sports Rapid City and also HardhatsTV as well. Pitches upstairs to Fegan, 2-1. Hardhats with a big win over their rivals across the parking lot on Friday, 7-1, getting back to 500 on the season at 5-5. Isaac Arnold with a 2-1 to the plate. Just a hair up above the belt. It'll be 3-1 to Fegan. Runner on first is Mason Crow, who was plunked. And one away, a 3-1 count coming for Isaac Arnold. Pitch home. Slapped out of play. It's full to Fegan with one away. See if they want to do some running with Mason Crow at first. A 3-2 count with 1 away. The numbers for Arnold coming in as he fires a full count pitch. They do send the runner. It's going to be ball 4. So 2 men aboard in the top of the first. Isaac Arnold into some early trouble. No hits so far. However, a hit by pitch and a walk as the control issues continue for the tall right-hander. Getting you his numbers here quickly. For Isaac Arnold, just 5 1/3 innings pitched coming in. This will be his 3rd start, so length has been an issue. His ERA coming in at 7.88, looking to lower that in this outing. Drops a nice fastball in for a strike to the new batter. It's Grady Gulbranson. 0-1 with 1 away. First and second in the top of the first. 2 7-inning affairs for this one, and then a 10 a.m. contest tomorrow. Still no word on whether that'll be part of a doubleheader or not. Pitch pumped in for a strike, and it's 0-2 to Gulbranson. So it'll be against Sioux Falls East tomorrow at 10 a.m. right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. And again, we'll keep you posted of whether that'll be the first of 2 or just 1, as Mother Nature has foiled some plans here this week. Supposed to have a doubleheader last night. It was washed away. Regular scheduled doubleheader this evening, and weather seems to be cooperating, and then the makeup game tomorrow at 10 a.m. Breaking pitch is well outside. 1-2 to Gulbranson. Isaac Arnold already logging some serious pitches in this inning. His 1-2 is lifted out to right. Messer coming over, makes the catch on a line drive, and will quickly get it back into the infield. Runner stay put, and now 2 away as Gulbranson's retired. Brings in Aiden Thomas, the right fielder. Drew Messer out in right. Branson Keel patrolling center. Alex Weaver out in left. Around the diamond, it's Haggerty, Messenger, Bachman up the middle, and Caldwell, the man at first. Isaac Arnold on the hill. Ryan Schmidt, his battery mate, behind the plate. Arnold 1 out away from posting a 0 in the top of the first. Pretty good pitch, just missing inside. To Aiden Thomas, the right fielder, a 1-0 count. Good lead out at second. Arnold's going to try and pick him off. Throw is a little bit late. That's Crow with a lengthy lead out at second. The 1-0 from Arnold after a throw back to second. Pitch. Outside corner strike, 1-1. After a hit by pitch and a walk, Arnold seems to be going corner to corner with a little bit more accuracy. Two runners on, 2 outs in the top of the first for Sioux Falls Post 15 West. Isaac Arnold with his 1-1. In the dirt, nice block from Schmidt, but the count goes to 2-1 to Aiden Thomas. Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals in Boston this evening. Bruins took Game 1 4-2 over the St. Louis Blues. And Boston is favored pretty heavily for Game 2 as well. Puck drop coming up in about a little less than an hour. 2-1, a swing and a miss. Good location on a fastball in the outer black. And counts even at 2 to Aiden Thomas with 2 away. Lots of MLB as well. There were some day games. And a whole bevy of night games as well. We'll sprinkle those in throughout the broadcast. Right now, the 2-2 from Isaac Arnold. Stayed up. Count's going to run full on a big pitch ensuing for Isaac Arnold. That'll turn the runners loose with the count full. Arnold to try and end the inning. The 3-2 runners go. Just outside. Good location. Just didn't get the call, and Ryan Schmidt's going to go try and settle down his right-hander as now the bags are full. Still no hits in the game for Sioux Falls. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Quick mound visit presented by High Plains Physical Therapy Associates. Are you tired of your injuries controlling your daily performance? Learn how to take back your health at highplainspt.com. Pitch home from Arnold. Little cue shot to the right side. Long run to his left for Bachman, but he makes it look routine with a throw to first for the final out, 4-3. Well, Isaac Arnold loaded the bases and then gets out of trouble without a run scratched across. The Hardhats 0, Sioux Falls West 0, and it'll be the Hardhat Bats up next.
What if a bank wasn't built around money? What if it was built around you? Around people who choose us as the ones to secure not only their wealth, but their dignity. Their todays and tomorrows, doing great things, energizing entire communities. That is more valuable than money. And it's what we've built this bank to hold. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Bachman batting .321 with a homer and 3 runs batted in, scored 8 runs himself. He's walked 8 times, only struck out 6. Hitters count the 2-1 with nobody out. Inside, and it's 3-1, putting Bachman in the driver's seat. 330 out to right, 325 to left here at the Fitz, 393 to both left and right center respectively. 3-1, runner takes off, pitches inside, it's ball 4, an error and a walk. And it sets up the Hardhats with runners on first and second for the hottest hitter in the lineup, Matt Hegre. Matthew Hegre coming in, .571. That's the average with 8 RBIs, 10 doubles, 4 triples. Both of those, of course, leading the team. His OPS is 1.729. Matthew Hegre, an opportunity to drive a run in. Pretty close pitch, missing for a ball. It's going to be 1-0. Coach Torvey over at the third base box. Coach Clapperich across the way. The 1-0 to Matthew Hegre. Tomahawks it to the left side, kicking foul of the third base bag. It'll be 1-1. Game's going on right now. The Athletics have battled back to tie it 2 different times against the Angels. A 2-run home run, the bottom of the 8th, tied it at 5. Angels got 2 more in the 9th, and the Athletics tied it once again. They're locked at 7, still threatening in the bottom of the 9th in Oakland. Pitch squirts through the legs of the backstop. Both runners are going to advance standing up, as that should be a pass ball. I think the catcher thought he had it in the mitt, Fegan, then kind of didn't realize it had snuck behind him a good 10 feet. Both runners advancing. Sets it up 1-2 for Hegre. Simonson, the 1-2. In the dirt, scoots away, but the runners stay put. Pretty athletic play from Fegan. Found the pitcher Simonson covering, and hesitation on the part of Messenger maybe would have worked out, as Fegan made a pretty athletic play to get to that ball. It would have been close should Mason have charged. It'll be 2-2 to Hegre with first base open, nobody out. Still no hits in the contest. We're in the bottom of the first, the scoreless game, but the Hardhats are threatening. Simonson's pitch home. Hegre into the glove at third, trying to double up at second, not in time. Sliding back in is Bachman. Hard hit off the bat of Matthew Hegre, right into the glove of Grove. A tough first out. Hard hit, wrong place. Keeps the runners at bay at second and third. It'll be up to Jace Caldwell with 1 away, and first base still remaining vacant. Alex Weaver on deck. Caldwell, 265 the average. Chin music up and in for a ball. 4 doubles, 7 runs batted in. He has struck out 10 times. A team that does not strike out too often, 1 through 9 down the lineup. Pitch breaking away for a ball, and Caldwell's got a 2-0 count. Indians lead the Red Sox 6-3. Mookie Betts his 9th homer. Delayed in Philadelphia between the Cardinals and the Phillies. We feel that pain weather-wise, certainly. Rangers won a slugfest, 8-7 over the Mariners earlier today. Popped up, foul territory. Nearly drops in, but an acrobatic catch from the pitcher, Simonson. Usually the pitcher gets out of the way for those pop-ups on the infield. Simonson just saved it out. That could have been disastrous for Sioux Falls. Now all of a sudden, Simonson might get out of his own jam. Saw Arnold load the bases. Was able to get out of it unscathed. Simonson trying to replicate that recipe as well. Second and third, now 2 away after a line drive out at third and then a pop-up in foul territory. Pitch is low to Alex Weaver. It'll be up to number 18. Weaver, 258. That's 8 for 31 on the season so far, all singles. Single will do the job here. Looks at ball 2, 2-0. Orioles lead the Tigers 1-0 after one. Scoreless in the first in Miami between the Giants and the Marlins. Blue Jays jump out in front of the Rays 2-0. That's in the first. Hot shot through the middle past the diving shortstop. One run will score. Here comes Bachman. Throw is nowhere close from center, and it's a 2-run single for Alex Weaver. The Hardhats lead at 2-0 in the bottom of the first. Two RBIs for Alex Weaver. Comes up with the 2-out clutch 2-run single. And extends the inning for Branson Keough, seeing more playing time by the game. Remember, he had that signature home run down in Billings. And has showed he's been an effective defensive center fielder as well. Takes a strong hack and fouls it well out of play. Off to the right. First hit of the game, Alex Weaver drives home 2, and it's presented by Splash City, the #1 spa and hot tub retailer in the Black Hills. Splash City on 1024 Omaha Street, where no dream is too small or too ambitious for your backyard. 2 outs, Weaver at first, the 0-1 home to Keel. Throw down to first. They might have gotten him at first with a pickoff. However, the first baseman couldn't glove it. And sliding back in safely was Weaver. That's Hansen unable to make the snag. 1-1 to Keel. Two 2-0 Hardhats in the bottom of the first. Pitch outside. Two and one to Keel. Simonson looked like he might scoot out of this without giving up a run. Alex Weaver had other plans, a 2-run single. Keel chops one slowly, awkwardly past the pitcher, and can't be handled by Grove at third. Tough play with Keel's speed as well. They're going to give him an infield hit, rightfully so. Moves Weaver up to second, and the Hardhats aren't done yet. Back-to-back 2-out singles brings up Jake Goebel. Fond memories for Goebel at the Fitz during what should have been the home opener before Rain had other plans when he blasted one deep over the center field wall. Did not count. We'll see if he can make it count here on May 29th. .22 coming off that 7-1 win over 320 on Friday. In that game, Matt Hegre had a late inning double to extend his hit streak to 10 games. 5 of the Hardhats' 7 hits in that Friday night victory were doubles. And how about Zach Whitesell? He was our player of the game, went the distance, 7 innings, 1 run on 5 hits, didn't walk a batter, and struck out 3. Have yourself a year. Whitesell's 2-0 with a 0.79 minuscule ERA, 4 walks as opposed to 13 strikeouts. Zach Whitesell, a hot start to the year on the mound. Swing and miss from Goebel on the first pitch he sees. Runners on first and second, 2 away. 2-0 Hardhats in the bottom of the first. Ryan Schmidt on deck. Drew Messer, if he can get aboard. Simonson, a long look out at second. Huge lead, and the pitch home draws a swing and a miss from Goebel. So the A's and Angels are headed to extras after the Athletics have come back to tie it in both the 8th and the 9th. Pitch home to Goebel. Swing and a miss as I'm Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth. I'm Dylan Corbett. Matt Kearney, our producer and engineer, back in the Fox Sports Rapid City studios. And our man Ricky Larson operating all things Hardhats TV. Happy to be with you on this Wednesday evening, wherever and however you may be joining us. A 2-0 lead for Isaac Arnold as he's out for his second inning of work in the top of the second, leading Sioux Falls Post 15 West. Pitch home fouled off the mask of Schmidt. It's to Keaton Hartman, the center fielder. He's behind 0-2. Arnold looking for his first strikeout of the night. Won't get it here as it's spoiled out of play. The 0-2. Fouled off the mask again. Arnold just pumping strike after strike to Hartman. Pitch. Drive. Deep out to center. Keel racing back, and he's not going to get there. It's up against the Superloop Plus sign out in left center. And a stand-up double for Keaton Hartman to lead things off in the top of the second. First hit of the game for Sioux Falls. Brings in the number 8 batter, the first baseman, Dylan Hansen, a runner in scoring position. Hansen, the tying run at the plate with nobody out. A booming double out to deep left center, all the way to the wall. Pitch fouled back. 0-1 Hansen. Toronto jumping out to a 2-0 lead over Tampa. Tampa, of course, one of the hottest teams in baseball, in contention in the AL East with the likes of the Yankees and the Red Sox starting to get hot as well. In on the grass at first for Caldwell. Pitch is low and away. 1-1 Hansen. Leadoff double for Hartman out at second. Nobody out. 2-0 Hardhats lead in the top of the second. First of 2 on this Wednesday. There's a strike. 1-2. See what Arnold has in store for this one. He's not exactly been going deep into games, this being his third start. Already expunging a lot of pitches, but has yet to allow a run. 1-2. Spoiled. He's had trouble getting that strikeout pitch to miss some bats so far. Hartman extended down 0-2 and then wound up with a leadoff double. Dylan Hansen working on the same so far. The 1-2 once more. Just can't put him away. Taken for ball 2. Nobody out, and the pitch count continues to rise. Arnold already at 35 pitches in just an inning. Looking for his first out here in the second. 2-2 is going to bounce all the way to the screen. That leadoff double is now 90 feet away with still nobody out. Wild pitch pushing Hartman over. And from 0-2 to 3-2 to Dylan Hansen. Another drive out to center. This one is playable for Keel. However, this might get the runner home. Keel, a strong throw, is cut off, and it's a sac fly RBI to put Sioux Falls on the board off the bat of Dylan Hansen. 2-1 Hardhats. Bottom of the order for Connor Rizvi. The shortstop already committing an error in this game in the field. Hartman's leadoff double turns into the first run of the game. And first pitch swinging, a clean single through to left side. In a left field, Connor Rizavy with a one-out hit. And top of the order now for Grove.
Third baseman, number 1, Carson Grove.
One-out single, Rizavy over at first. Top of the order for Carson Grove. He tapped it back to the mound to lead off the game. Check swing, it's in the zone regardless, 0-1. A look over at first. Medium lead there for Rizavy. Pitch is tapped foul. 0-2. Mason Crow on deck. Arnold still looking for that first strikeout. Is 0-2. Runner bluffed. It could be 2. Hit right at the bag at second. Bachman gloves it, steps on the bag, and throws to first. It's a 4-3 double play. Ryan Bachman, right place, right time. It gets Arnold out of the inning. But Sioux Falls does strike first, or rather, for their first run. Dylan Hansen, a sac fly RBI after a leadoff double from Keaton Hartman. 2-1 Hardhats. We're through 1.5 here on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV.
Pioneer Bank and Trust, Rapid City Journal, Riders, Sports International, and the Lodge at Deadwood. We thank all of those sponsors for their support. Ladies and gentlemen, your catcher, number 25, Ryan Schmidt.
Dylan Corbett back here with you in the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Sales, service, and side-by-sides. 2-1 Hardhats. They lead Sioux Falls as the first pitch into Ryan Schmidt bounces on the plate. Ball 1. 2 runs in the first for the Hardhats. See what they have in store for the bottom of the second. Sioux Falls grabbed their first run in the previous frame. Lifted foul, staying in play, and the first baseman, check that. The first baseman Hansen is there to make the play for out number 1. Couple of pitches, 1 out, brings in Drew Messer. Drew Messer has missed about half the game so far this season. This will be his 6th game played as he was dealing with an injury, had him sidelined down in Billings, which seems like an eternity ago. We're coming up on the end of the first month of the season. Looking to get 14 games in, maybe 15 depending on our story tomorrow. We do have a game officially at 10, and we're still awaiting word on whether we'll play 2 games. Through the hole on the left side, Drew Messer, a 1-out single in the bottom of the second as he keeps on hitting. Came in batting .450, and we'll increase that with a single in his first at-bat. Mason Messenger got this thing started after reaching on an E6. Scored the game's first run as well. A lob over to first. Just a real casual check on our runner and Drew Messer. A pop out and then a single. And here's Messenger. It's 1-0 as the pitch misses. Another throw over. Nothing doing. Another throw over. Drew Messer is certainly drawing the attention of Simonson. Turning into a beautiful Wednesday evening. Sun is shining. Clouds are dispersing. 1-0 finally to the plate, and it's in the dirt. 2-0 to Messenger. Wind kind of changing directions on us throughout the course of the first 2 innings. Now blowing ever so slightly out to center. 2-0, shot out to left. This is trouble. It's down past the left fielder. Rounding second, Messer into third. He's going to turn and head for home. Throw from the shortstop is high. And Drew Messer's going to score the third run of the game for the Hardhats. Mason Messenger drives him home with an RBI double. Hardhat bats coming alive here on this Wednesday. Second time Messenger's reached. Messer scores all the way from first base on the double. Stung it into the left center field gap. Tough play with the exit velo coming off the bat for our left fielder for post 15, Mason Crow. The batter is Ryan Bachman. Simonson throws it in on the kneecaps. And it's 1-0 to Bachman. 3-1 Hardhats in the bottom of the second, 1 away. Bit outside and high. It's 2-0 to Bachman. Simonson allowing 3 runs. Not all have been earned, as the air that led off the game came from short. Ryan Bachman takes upstairs, and he'll draw first base on the walk. And no, Bachman, I thought it was just the third ball. Bachman took off for the first base bag. Bachman is now coming back to the plate. Hegre is meeting him there to give him his bat because Bachman still has one more ball before his trot to first. It'll be 3-0. That's a nifty trick. Boost your on-base percentage. Bachman doesn't need that, though. He swings a good bat. 3-0. A pitch later, Ryan Bachman will get the extra exercise to first. It's a 4-pitch walk, makes it first and second with 1 away, and here's Matt Hegre robbed of a base hit from the glove of Grove over at third on a hot shot line drive. Hegre, a 10-game hit streak coming in. 0 for 1 tonight. RBI opportunity with Messenger out at second. Rips the first pitch he sees into left field. 11-game hit streak for Matt Hegre. They're going to hold the runners. And Matthew Hegre is now 1 for 2 and has himself an 11-game hit streak. Jace Caldwell stands in with the bases juiced and a chance to open this one wide open. Caldwell popped up to the pitcher in foul territory, made a incredible play, and chatting with his man out at the mound before Jace Caldwell. It's a mound visit presented by High Plains Physical Therapy Associates. Bases full with 1 away. Bottom of the second, already 1 run across in the frame. It's 3-1 Hardhats as they look to jump out in front by a big margin. Hegre now with 11 straight games he's hit safely. See if he's going to be plugged in the lineup for game 2 as well, to try and extend what now is an 11-game hit streak. Pitch in the dirt, watched for ball 1, blocked nicely from the backstop. 8 batters to the plate in inning number 1. Caldwell is the 6th batter to come to the plate here in the second. Pitch is knocked down at the plate. Runners stay put. 2-0 to Caldwell. There's a strike. 2-1. Simonson deals. Called strike. It's even at 2 to Caldwell. Alex Weaver, who's got 2 RBIs on a base hit back in the first, is on deck. Simonson out of the windup is 2-2. Ripped out to left, down, a base hit. 1 run will score. They're going to hold Bachman at third. It's an RBI single for Jace Caldwell, and it's 4-1 Hardhats. Messenger scoring on the play. Hardhats looking to continue the damage with Alex Weaver, a 2-run single in the previous inning. We'll stand up to bat, not before a quick chat from the catcher, Fegan. Mound visit presented by High Plains Physical Therapy Associates. Been a bunch of them this inning as Simonson has worked himself into trouble. Hardhats have plated 2 in both innings so far. They lead it 4-1. And we might see a change. That's all she wrote for Simonson. He's responsible for all 3 runners, and he'll last just an inning and a third, giving up 4 runs, and the book is not yet closed on the right-hander as well. We'll get to the particulars on our new pitcher. He'll take over with 1 out in the bottom of the second and inherits 3 runners as the bases are full for Alex Weaver when we return here on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV. Into the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. It's only the bottom of the second with 1 away, and we have a new pitcher on the mound for Sioux Falls Post 15 West as Simonson's day is concluded. Benjamin Simonson still responsible for 3 runners on base as Alex Weaver stands to the plate. His line so far, an inning and a third, 4 runs, only 2 of which were earned on 6 hits, 2 walks. He did punch out 1 batter. Weaver tagged him for a 2-run single back in the first. Now he'll have to face the new right-hander, Parker Adamski, who delivers ball 1. So Weaver will face his second pitcher in as many innings. Caldwell at first. Hegre, who extended his hit streak to 11 games, out at second. And Bachman at third. Popped up foul coming our way out of play at the top of the seating bowl. It'll be 1-1. Bases full. And Adamski deals home. A tad low. It'll be 2-1 to Weaver. With Branson Keel on deck, he singled in his first appearance. Pitch home, driven high and deep out to left, hooking foul. It actually hit the top of the light over by the Buffalo Wild Wings post near the bullpen for the Hardhats. It'll be strike 2. Payoff pitch. Good eye from Weaver. Runs the count full. Full count, 1 out. Bases full. Hardhats trying to bust it open here in the bottom of the second. Leading 4-1. Adamski chases one up in the zone. He got Weaver fishing. A big second out as Adamski comes in and gets his man, the first guy he sees. Second strikeout in the Hardhat lineup and a big second out. Branson Keel a single back in the first. He stands in. Jake Goebel on deck. Pulled foul. Inning started with a pop out. Drew Messer then singled, scored on a Mason Messenger double out to left. Bachman was walked. Hegre extended his hit streak with a base knock. Caldwell an RBI single. Weaver a strikeout, and here we are, pitch in the dirt. It'll be 1-1. 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second already for the Hardhats, who lead it 4-1. 5-5 on the year coming in. Doubleheader against Sioux Falls, post 15 West tonight. Ground ball to short, a tough hop, but it's gloved and thrown the short way to second for the 6-4 force, and that'll end the inning. Another 2 spot for the Hardhats. They lead it 4-1 after 2 innings here on a beautiful Wednesday in the Black Hills on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV. Due up in the Sioux Falls lineup against righty Isaac Arnold, now carrying a 4-1 lead into the top of the third, his third inning of work. Fires a strike at the knees to the lefty Crow. Dylan Corbett with you in the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Calling all Little League baseball and softball players, join the fun at the Fitz for Little League Day this Sunday, June 2nd. There's a clean base hit pulled to the right side and through into right field. Mason Crow a leadoff single in the top of the third, so Arnold will have to work around things for the third straight inning. This Sunday, wear your team jersey. Come early to register for a free entry for the Baseball Factory, which will be held on June 10th. You can meet the Hard Hat players, get their autographs, and there will also be a special drawing with one lucky Little League team winning a practice with the Hard Hats. Make sure to come early and put your name in the drawing, and you might get picked to throw out the first pitch as well. Make sure it's a strike. Pitch is upstairs to Matt Fegan. Fegan walked back in the first inning. Leadoff single for Mason Crow.
There's a lot of moving pieces to this. On this, having to go between the
Arnold.
board and switching the cameras.
Runner bluffs, throw down to first. Back in safely. Bluff on the steal for Mason Crow. Schmidt came up firing to first. And it was called a strike on Fegan, so it'll be 1-1. Sun shining brightly now as we are approaching 6 o'clock. First of two. Runner takes off for real this time. Throw it on the second. Skips into the glove of Messenger, who was backing up Bachman. It'll be a stolen bag for Crow. Schmidt short-hopped his man out at second. Crow got a great jump as well. And now a runner in scoring position for Fegan. He did take strike 2 on that. It'll be 1-2. Arnold delivers home. Ground ball to the left side, and it's through. Hesitating out at second was Crow, so he'll be held at third. Had to see that ball if it was going to get through the infield. It did. And back-to-back base knocks against Arnold to start off the top of the third. Brings the tying run to the plate. It's Grady Gulbranson. I'll get that down by the end of the game. Grady Gulbranson lined out to right back in the first. Arnold's run into trouble the last 3 innings. Still yet to get out here on the top of the third. Still holding on to a 4-1 lead. Fly ball deep out to right center field. This is trouble, and it is down up against the wall. 1 run will score. They're going to send the second run home. Heading on his way for 3 and standing up as the throw got away coming in. It's a 2-run triple out to deep right center for Grady Gulbranson. And all of a sudden it's 4-3. The Hard Hat lead is cut to 1. Triple for Gulbranson. Crow scores easily from third. Fegan races around from first, crossing home. And 3 straight hits to start off the top of the third. A full infield meeting on the mound between Coach Clapperich and the boys in red. Mound visits presented by High Plains Physical Therapy Associates. Single, and a 2-run triple for Gulbranson. Makes it a 4-3 game for Aiden Thomas, who walked in his previous at-bat. They threw to first, but nothing doing. They were trying to see if maybe missed the bag at first. Gulbranson, a 2-run triple. Arnold with a nasty breaking pitch. Came back, what appeared to be in the zone, but maybe too late after it crossed, as it was ruled ball 1 to Thomas. Schmidt just saved a run. Pitch way outside, 2-0. Arnold just has not found his command yet this year. And a 4-1 lead that is quickly becoming extinguished. Surprisingly, the runner is going to hold at third on a lazy ground ball to the right side. Caldwell will step on the bag. I don't even think he was trying to come home with it. Gulbranson just wanted no part of a play at the plate. It'll be out number 1 on a 3 unassisted play at first. And a big break for Arnold. Now he'll deal with Joe Lund. The infield's playing in normal depth. Pitch just outside. So it looks like they're willing to concede that run if a ground ball goes anywhere except the corners. Schmidt blocks another one from the backstop. 2-0. 3-0. Arnold. Ball 4. Lund takes first. Puts him on the corners. The go-ahead run now on base. And here's Keaton Hartman, who laced a double for an RBI, or for a double, and then scored the only run prior to this inning in the second. Curveball drops in, strike 1. The 0-1. Runner takes off. It's a swing and a miss. A fake throw down to second. A stolen bag for Joe Lund, and the go-ahead run's now in scoring position. Meanwhile, it's an 0-2 count for Hartman. Oh, 2. Swing and a miss. Chase the high fastball. Isaac Arnold does have his first strikeout of the night. And it's a big out, number 2. He's 1 out away from preserving the 4-3 lead. It'll be up to Dylan Hansen for Sioux Falls. First base is open as well. The number 9 batter on deck, Connor Rizvi, but he has a single in his only at bat. Steps out of the batter's box, now digs back in for Hansen. Curveball seems to be working well for Arnold. Drops another one in on the first pitch of the at-bat. Back-to-back at-bats doing that. Arnold closing in on 60 pitches in this his third inning of work. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Curveball, fastball combo, and it's 0-2. Looking for back-to-back strikeouts. Arnold. His 0-2. Curveball out in front, and the count will stay the same. Two runs across in the frame. 2 runners on and 2 away. The 0-2 from Arnold. Upstairs, 1-2. Dylan Hansen had a sac fly RBI in his previous plate appearance. He's going to have to put something in play for a base hit to keep the inning alive. One, 2. Outside. That is if he wants to add another RBI. First base is open if Arnold works around him. Connor Rizvi on deck. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. Isaac Arnold is able to get out of the inning and allow the Hardhats to hold on to this 4-3 lead. Sioux Falls plates another 2, but they still trail 4-3 as we head into the bottom half of the third inning on Fox Sports Rapid City and HardhatsTV.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
studios. Ricky Larson to my right, operating as our producer and engineer of Hard Hats TV. Happy to have that up and running here for an exciting game. The Hard Hats leading 4-3, and they're up to bat with Jake Goebel. Chin music for ball one. Goebel struck out back in the first end of the inning. Parker Adamski. Nowhere close for ball two. Adamski came in and was able to get the next 2 outs, a strikeout followed by a ground out. Swinging through one for strike one. It's 2-1. Or excuse me, it's Mason Onstead is the new pitcher. Adamski, that was the final line for him getting those 2 outs, and now is relieved by another right-hander, the third pitcher in as many innings. Battles back from a 2-0 count to 2-2, Mason Onstead. Payoff pitch. Low. 3-2. Ryan Schmidt on deck. Drew Messer to follow. Isaac Arnold sitting on 65 pitches through 3 innings. Full count pitch, and Goebel swings through a high fastball down on strikes for the second time tonight. Brings in Ryan Schmidt. He popped out to first. Back in the second. So Parker Adamski threw just 9 pitches. His night's done. See how long Mason Onstead will get to go. Working quickly. Pulls a fastball by Schmidt. Strike one. Check swing on a pitch in the dirt. He held up. 1-1. Messer on deck, singled and scored in the second. 4-3 Hardhats in the bottom of the third. An hour into our game so far. 1-1 outside, 2-1. Onstead induces a ground ball to short. Rizvi up with it. Strong throw is too strong as it's going to get right past the first baseman. Second error of the game for Rizvi on the throw. E6 allows Schmidt to reach at first, and it's up to Drew Messer with one away. Top of the order on deck. First of 2 on a beautiful Wednesday night. A 10 a.m. game tomorrow as well, so we'll be up bright and early for another one here on Fox Sports Rapid City. Drew Messer with an awkward drag bunt attempt, foul tipped it at the plate. It'll be 0-1. It was a pitch up. Couldn't quite get the bat all the way up there in time with the deceitfulness he was trying to achieve on the drag bunt. Now drawing in at third is Grove on the infield grass. Swinging away this time and will take a strike as maybe the bunt was taken off there, and regardless, it'll be 0-2. Schmidt at first. Don't expect him to do too much running. Time is called as Onstead was taking his time. Angels have opened things up in the top of the 11th as they explode for 5 runs, leading the Athletics. Athletics looking for a third straight comeback if they can. Indians lead the Red Sox 8-6. Throw down to first as Schmidt got a little loose from the first base bag. Was able to skirt back just in time. As the pitch was a ball to Messer. Still delayed in Philly, Genesis Cabrera set to make his Major League debut for the Cardinals. Messer spoils one out of play. Tigers and Orioles tied at 1 in the 4th. Scoreless in Miami between the Giants and Marlins. Blue Jays still lead the Rays 2-0. Nationals lead the Braves 8-0. That's in the second. Schmidt, a delayed steal, but the pitch was outside, and Schmidt's going to be in standing up at second. I take that back. Ryan Schmidt with the stolen bag. Was looking to do some running. Puts a runner in scoring position for a 2-2 count to Drew Messer, who singled his last time. Pop foul. It's going to drift out of play. Count remains 2-2. And still 4 more games coming up later. 3 minutes away from first pitch in Houston between the Cubs and the Astros. Astros looking to go for the sweep. Rockies hosting the Diamondbacks. Swing and a miss. Messer down on a pitch inside. Second strikeout of the inning. And now it's up to Mason Messenger. An eventful day so far. Reached on an air, scored, and had an RBI double scored later as well. Rockies have been on a come-from-behind tear. Pitches outside and up to Messenger. See if they can do another one here against the Diamondbacks in Denver. Mets and Dodgers are in L.A. Syndergaard against Buehler. And the Royals and White Sox about 2 minutes away from first pitch as well. Pitch in the dirt. It's 3-0. Check that 2-0. I'm messing my man Ricky up to my right. 2-0. Pitch caught a divot right where the grass meets the dirt, but regardless, it's still going to get all the way to the screen. And Schmidt's going to take third with ease on a wild pitch. A stolen bag and then advancing to third on a wild pitch. And it is now 3-0 to Messenger. Runner on third as the Hardhats look to extend this lead. They lead it 4-3 in the bottom of the third. Taking all the way, it's 3-1. Messenger's third at bat in as many innings. Wind now whipping out to left at a good 15 to 20 miles per hour. See if he can get into one. Instead, Messenger will look at ball 4. He's reached base all 3 times. Brings Ryan Bachman, who's trying to achieve the same feat. He's walked twice so far and a run scored. Throw to first. Back in safely. They're on the corners for 2 away. Pitch missing, 1-0 to Bachman. Rays grab a run in the home half of the third. They still trail 2-1 at the hands of the Blue Jays. Pitch outside, 2-0. And now Onstead having trouble with the command late in the bottom of the third. Pitch bouncing in, and it's 3-0 to Bachman. Matt Hegre on deck, licking his chops. And a chance to bat with the bases loaded. Extended his hit streak to 11 games his last at-bat. 3-0. Taking all the way for his strike, the identical at-bat to Mason Messenger prior. Next pitch to Messenger was ball 4. We'll see how Bachman's at-bat goes. The 3-1 from Onstead. Here's a drive. Deep out to left field. It is high. It is far. It is gone. A 3-run blast for Ryan Bachman, his second of the year. as he takes the 3-1 and deposits it over the left field wall to give the Hardhats a resounding 7-3 lead in the bottom of the third. Ryan Bachman is team leading second dinger of the season. Touch them all for the second baseman, Bachman.
Third baseman, Matthew Hegre.
And here's Matthew Hegre. Base is now empty after the 3-run shot out to left. Strike issued to Matthew Hegre. Pitch missing. It's 1-1. How about Ryan Bachman? That's his first hit of the game. 2 walks and now a 3-run homer. And it's 2-1 to Matthew Hegre. 3 RBIs on the home run. It's 7-3 Hardhats who've scored in each inning at least 2 runs. Strike called, and it's 2-2 to Hegre. Pitch low. Full count, 2 outs, nobody aboard after the 3-run homer. It either hit him or it was a walk regardless. I believe that did hit him. So Hegre will take first with 2 away. And another conference on the mound, presented by High Plains Physical Therapy Associates. Are you tired of your injuries controlling your daily performance? Learn how to take back your health at highplainspt.com. Got to be tough for Onstead, who was just 1 out away from getting out of this jam and having a clean third. Struck out Drew Messer, and then Mason Messenger walked, and then Ryan Bachman sent one over the wall. Brings in Jace Caldwell, a runner on first, 2 away. In the bottom of the third, now a 7-3 Hardhat lead. Strike 1. Caldwell, an RBI base hit in his last trip to the plate. 0-1 in the dirt. Throw down to first. They might have got him, but they did get him. I thought the tag was going to be late, but Matthew Hegre is going to be picked off 2-3 to end the inning. However, the damage is done. Ryan Bachman highlighting a 3-run shot deep out to left, his second home run of the season. Hardhats now lead at 7-3 as Isaac Arnold comes back out for his 4th inning of work. You're listening to Fox Sports Rapid City and watching on Hardhats TV.
Leading off for 2 balls west. Shortstop number 7, Hunter. Business.
7-3, 3 innings gone on this Wednesday evening on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV. I'm Dylan Corbett, broadcasting live in the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Isaac Arnold, the offense has backed him so far as the Hardhats lead at 7-3. However, Arnold has certainly been laboring through these innings. It'll be 9-1-2 in the Sioux Falls order. And quickly 2 balls to Rizvi, and now make it 3 as Arnold continues to struggle with his command. Arnold at 68 pitches. He's given up 3 runs on 5 hits and 3 walks and struck out 2. 3-0 pitch, strike 1. Rizvi a base hit back in the second. Arnold quickly to it with the 3-1. It's low. Leadoff walk. 3 straight innings the leadoff man has reached against Arnold.
Number 1, Carson Grove.
Top of the order for Carson Grove, looking for something other than a ground out. Tapped one back to the mound and then grounded into a 4 unassisted 3 double play. Takes a strike. 7-3 Hardhats. 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second, and 3 in the third, all off the bat of Ryan Bachman. Pitch, line drive into the gap, down for a base hit. First and second, nobody out.
Single brings to the plate. Outfielder number 9, Mason.
First hit of the evening for Carson Grove. Makes it first and second for Mason Crow, the lone lefty in the lineup. Crow had a base hit, came around to score on a triple back in the third. Ball 1. Arnold now giving up 6 hits. 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for Sioux Falls. 7 runs on 7 hits, no errors for the Hardhats. They lead at 7-3. But Sioux Falls is threatening in the top of the 4th. Foul back to the screen, 1-1. 3 pitchers already used for post 15. Simonson started, went an inning and a third only. Adamski had to get him out of that inning. And then Onstead just gave up 3 unearned runs in an inning. Curveball outside, 2-1. Inside corner strike, counts even at 2. The Veterans Classic is rapidly approaching. It'll be held here at the Fitz, of course. Come celebrate and honor those that serve and protect our community. Special events will be held on Saturday, June 8th, as pitch misses to run the count full. Saturday, June 8th, you can come early to see a real fire truck and a real police car, as well as honor all those that have served. Police officers and firefighters from our community will be on hand to further educate us about these important jobs. Full count pitch is spoiled back to the screen. Of course, Post 22 not only strives to forge good, strong men through the game of baseball, but also believe it is important to be involved with our amazing Rapid City community. Veterans Classic Tournament, special events on Saturday, June 8th. Full count pitch, and the bases are full. Tying run coming to the plate, and it's Matt Fegan. Walk, single walk, and tensions are high once again.
Check that. Catcher, number 6, Matt Fegan.
Fegan is 1 for 1. A run scored, a walk, a single. Bases are now full, and Coach Clapperich out to the hill to talk with Isaac Arnold. Umpire's going to come break it up. Mound visit presented by High Plains Physical Therapy Associates. Can Isaac Arnold get out of the 4th with the Hardhats still out in front? It's been a battle every inning. Tough customer at the plate. Nobody out, bases full. Tying run is Matt Fegan. Curveball nearly hit him. Lucky for the Hardhats, it's just ball 1. Unlucky for the Hardhats, there's been a bit too many balls in this inning. 7-3, they lead it for the moment. Creeping in on the grass are the corner infielders. Curveball this time finds the zone, 1-1. Curveball. Good location, but it's ruled ball 2. Arnold. Chopper to the left side. Hegre coming home with it, and they get the force. Nice play. Cuts Rizvi down at the plate, 5-2. And the bases remain full now with 1 away. Grove to 3rd, Crow up to 2nd, and Fegan reaches on the fielder's choice. 3rd time he's been aboard. Brings in Grady Gulbranson. A 2-run triple his last time up. Looking to do some damage. His team down 7-3 in the top of the 4th. Lots of curveballs being issued from Arnold. Can't get the call. It's 1-0. Double play depth up the middle. Corner infielders on the grass. 1-0 outside. 2-0. Nowhere to put them. Arnold up over 80 pitches. Throw to first. How did Caldwell catch that? He wasn't even on the bag. That could have easily been 2 runs. Caldwell just saved him through pure reflex. Don't think he'll be thrown over to first anytime more in this at-bat. The 2-0. Instead, time is called. Arnold set with the 2-0. Curveball, strike 1. Curveball's been working well tonight. He's certainly been able to throw it for strikes. It's been the fastball that's lacked a little bit of command. And a pitch outside. 3-1 the count. Swings through a fastball and the count goes full.
Payoff pitch, come on.
Full count with one away, bases full, 7-3, Hardhats lead it. Crowd getting into it, trying to get Isaac Arnold out of the inning. 3-2, a cue shot down the first base line, foul.
Come on, Hard Hat fans, get behind him. He needs a little help. Let's go.
Crowd coming alive. The bats have been there, now hoping the pitching can come through and hold on to this lead. Big pitch coming. The full count with one away. Foul tipped off the mask. Just got a piece. And we're set to do the full count once more.
Payoff pitch. Pretty big one, Hard Hat fans. Come on, pretty big one.
Isaac Arnold is creeping up on 90 pitches. This may very well be his final inning if he can get out of it. Full count pitch, one away. Right back where it came from. This is going to score two. A two-run single for Grady Gulbranson. He's now got 4 RBIs tonight, and it's 7-5. Grove and Crow score with ease, and it's first and second as Clapperidge is right back out to the mound. So they're still not going to make the change. Or, excuse me, I beg your pardon. They are going to make the change. So Coach Clapperidge going out to make the official change, as that'll be all she wrote for Isaac Arnold as he departs in the 4th inning with one away. He's given up 5 runs, and he's still on the hook for the 2 currently on base with one away. New pitcher, we'll tell you all about him next here on Fox Sports Rapid City and HardhatsTV.
Dollars, the number.
Um,
Are you ready?
coming up.
93485. $85 for 933-485. Please bring your ticket to the ticket booth.
Definitely thought I had you on the mic that whole time.
Leading off is about half of the fifth. First baseman, number 30, Giggs Caldwell.
Well, a nightmare inning for post 22 in the top of the fourth as they give up 5 runs and give up the lead as they now trail 8-7. Jace Caldwell leading things off, 4-5-6 in the hard hat lineup, trailing for the first time tonight. Halfway through game 1 of our scheduled doubleheader this Wednesday evening. Caldwell runs a 3-0 count. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Onstead still out there, now the pitcher of winning record as it stands currently. Generous strike on 3-0, and it's 3-1. 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third for the Hardhats. So if we're seeing a pattern, it looks like the Hardhats trailing will be short-lived. And it's a good start as a 5-pitch walk is issued to Caldwell aboard for the second time tonight. Here's Alex Weaver. He's got 2 runs batted in as well as a strikeout, 1 for 2. See if the Hardhats can get this lead right back in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch up at the letters for ball 1. 8 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors for post 15. The Hardhats 7 runs on 7 hits, no errors. (1-0) a strike, 1-1. Caldwell at first. Curveball in there for a strike. Weaver not so sure about it. Onstead into his second inning of relief. Is 1-2. Fly ball out to center, carrying and over the head of Hartman. Racing around second, Caldwell to third. He's going to be sent home. Bobbled by the shortstop. He's not going to have a throw. It's an RBI double, and that lead for Sioux Falls was extremely short-lived. We're tied at 8. Third RBI of the night for Weaver. How about Caldwell? Heads up, base running, able to score all the way from first. And just like that, we're tied. Well, if you wanted offense, you've got it here in game 1. We're tied at 8 and the bottom of the fourth, and the Hardhats certainly are not done yet. In steps Branson Keel, a throw back to second. Keel is 1 for 2, a base hit back in the first, and then reached on a fielder's choice. Hardhats have scored in each inning. Pitch upstairs. Still nobody out. 16 total runs, 17 total hits so far, and we're not even through 4 innings. Pitch way outside, 2-0. 10 a.m. game tomorrow. Still waiting word whether that'll be a double header or not, or just a single 7-inning game. And then a pair of doubleheaders this weekend should the weather cooperate. I know thunderstorms might be in the area, but 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, both starting at 1 p.m. Harrisburg and Renner coming to town. 3-0 to Kiel. Of course, Little League Day coming up on Sunday. 3-0 strike, it's 3-1. Rockies just getting started. Ball 4 to Kiel. Third time he's reached tonight, and it's first and second. It'll be Blake Weaver now. Pinch hitting for Jake Goebel. Goebel struck out swinging his both trips. So Blake Weaver will come in and look to provide a spark here with nobody out and 2 runners on and a tie game at 8. Inside 1-0. Leadoff walk, an RBI double from Weaver. And then a walk to Kiel. And a 1-1 count to Blake Weaver, pinch hitting for Jake Goebel. One is fouled at the plate, 1-2. Onstead. Curveball. Hit the helmet and then hit the bat. You heard the ping. Thought it might have been a foul ball, but it did hit Blake Weaver himself prior. So now the bases will be full on a hit batter. Welcome to the game. Blake Weaver takes one off the noggin. And brings in Ryan Schmidt with the bases full. Hardhats tied it up rather quickly. Now looking for the lead again. Pitch outside as Onstead is running into trouble. Two and 0. Schmidt reached on an error, stole a bag, and scored back in the third. St. Louis and Philadelphia now playing after a long rain delay. Pitch gets away from the backstop. Throw gets away. 1 run will score. Here comes Kiel. The throw gets away, coming back. How many errors on one play? 2-run score. It's 10-8 Hardhats. That was a mess. Post 22 will take it, though. They lead it 10-8. Alex Weaver scores on a wild pitch. Branson Kiel scores on the combination of an E2. And certainly another throwing error coming back. And moving all the way to third was Blake Weaver. Now take your base, Ryan Schmidt on 4 pitches. Things melting down in the bottom of the 4th for Sioux Falls. Still nobody out. And another conference. Not exactly a clinic for pitching in this one. It's 10-8. Nobody out in the 4th, a runner on 3rd. We're going to have the 4th post-15 pitcher come to the mound in this one. We'll tell you about him next here on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV. Inside, it's an RBI walk. 15-8. Now that 10th run is at the bag at first. First RBI of the night for Kiel. Bachman scores. And now 8 different players have scored in the inning. The only out was Matt Heggery on a fly ball out to center. Strike is into Blake Weaver. Weaver was hit by the pitch in the back of the helmet on a curveball. Ended up scoring. One and one. That was called a strike. It's 1 and 2. I got to help him out somehow, right? 15-8. 0-2 and a high fly ball out to left. But the catch is going to be made. It'll be deep enough to score another run as Caldwell comes in across home plate. Runner tags from second to third as well. And the second out of the inning produces another run to make it 16-8. A sac fly for Blake Weaver in RBI. So Caldwell scores on the sac fly RBI. 16-8 Hardhats. Pitch up and in to Schmidt. Yep, 1-0. They're at the corners after Alex Weaver tagged up to third. Kiel remains at first. See if he wants to do some running. 1-0 strike. Then again, you don't necessarily want to be stealing bags left and right when you're up 16-8 after a 9-run fourth. 2 outs in the inning. A swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Kiel is that 10th run at first. A 16-8 lead. 2 hours into game 1. We're in the bottom of the fourth with 2 away. There goes Kiel, and he will swipe second. Aggressive on the base pass for the Hardhats in game 1. And that 10th run is now in scoring position. Schmidt check swing. He held up in time. Count runs full. Base hit is going to give him that 10th run, 9th and 10th. First base is open, and Drew Messer's on deck. Schmidt, a swing and a miss. We will have another inning. An eventful fourth. First, the Hardhats give up 5 runs, giving up the lead. Fear not, they plate 9 in the home half of the fourth. They lead at 16-8. We're through 4. Hardhats doubling up Sioux Falls as we head to the 5th on Fox Sports Rapid City and on Hardhats TV.
At USI, we take over 150 years of knowledge and experience gleaned from the expertise of over 6,000 industry-leading experts, serving more than 150,000 clients nationwide, and we put you at the center of that world. We customize and deliver best-in-class property and casualty, employee benefits, personal risk, and retirement solutions to provide superior results. We call it the USI One Advantage.
16-8 our scores. We head into the 5th inning here on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV. Dylan Corbett with you in the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Game 1 of 2 against Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls West, that is. Tad Sherbinski, a long time to be in between innings. As he came out, gave up his first run overall, actually, of the season. Then watched and waited in the dugout while his team put up 9 runs in offense. And now he's back out there trying to preserve an 8-run lead in the top of the 5th. Bounces one in to Connor Rizavy. Both teams batted around in the 4th. Sherbinski pumps a strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Always a nice sign to see Tad Sherbinski in the game. A quick worker. Doesn't try and do too much. He is going to pitch to contact and let his defense do the work behind him. Here's his 1-2. Bouncing in, 2-2. The Hardhats post a 0 in the top of the 5th. They could walk off Sioux Falls with 2 runs in the 5th via the 10-run rule. Pitch in on the hands, and the count runs full. 3 straight innings the leadoff batter for post 15 has reached. Connor Rizavy could make it 4 straight, and he does. It's ball 4. Rizavy on for the 3rd time tonight. Haven't had a clean inning since the top of the 1st. 16-8. And top of the order now for Karsten Grove. Sherbinski to the stretch. Fouls it back. Leadoff walk is at first in Connor Rizavy. Pitch at the letters. It's 1-1. Same pitch. This one's called a strike. Grove will check himself out of the batter's box to avoid any confrontation with the umpire. And it's 1-2 after the called strike. Time is going to be called and granted. Beautiful night in the Black Hills. 1-2. Hit his spot, but it was set up just a bit off the outside edge. Counts even at 2. Throw to first. Back in safely. Two-two's fouled back. Rockies jump out to a 1-0 lead at home over the Diamondbacks. White Sox in the bottom of the 2nd lead Kansas City 4-1. Cubs lead the Astros 2-0, looking to avoid the sweep. 2-2 bounces in, and now Sherbinski's in some trouble.
Come on, Hardhats fans. Let's help them out a little bit.
Crowd looking to help out Tad Sherbinski, who's fallen into a full count pitch with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the mitt, held on to by Ryan Schmidt for out number 1.
Number 9.
Nice pitch from Sherbinski. Mason Crow. His turn batting from the left side. Runner on first, one away. 16-8 Hardhats. Swing and a miss. Crows scored 2 runs, stole a bag. He's 1 for 1. Double play depth. Infield is straight away, shading a bit to left center out. Patrolling center for Branson Keel. It'll be 1-1 to Crow. One is Smoke diving play by Bachman to second for 1. How about that from the second baseman? Highway robbery out at second, courtesy of Mason Messenger, I beg your pardon. Defensive alignment change as Messenger moved to second. Colton Hartford took over at short, and Ryan Bachman is at third. Matthew Haggerty out of the game, so credit to Mason Messenger on the diving stop to get the force. Messenger plays a mean shortstop. He's got some range at second as well, moving to his left. Some good defensive plays from 22 tonight. Rizvi cut down. 4-6 on the fielder's choice. Now Matt Fegan with a 1-0 count. Chases a high fastball. It's 1-1. So Bachman at third, Hartford at short. Mason Messenger with a web gem at second. And the outfield remains the same. Weaver, Keel, Drew Messer. And a strike. 1-2 to Fegan. The 1-2. Gets away, runner takes off, no throw. It'll be a wild pitch. 2-2 to Fegan. Coming up for the Hardhats, it'll be 9-1-2, Messer, Messenger, Bachman. I believe Hartford will take the place of Haggerty in the lineup. Cue shot to the right side. It's Caldwell ranging to his right. Nice cover by Sherbinski over at first. And a scoreless inning. The first time we've seen that since the top of the first. Tad Sherbinski is able to control them here in the top of the fifth. And that sets up the possibility of a 10-run walk-off as the Hardhats take a 16-8 lead into the bottom of the fifth here on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV. 16-8 our score in the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Sales, service, and side-by-sides. Could be the final frame as we enter in the bottom of the fifth with the Hardhats leading 16-8. They put a 9 spot up in the bottom of the fourth. They need just 2 to end this one, get to a game above 500, and then reset and regroup for game 2 in about 20 to 30 minutes after the final out. It's going to be a new pitcher for Sioux Falls, the 5th of the evening. Guys, you still got another game after this. Wonder who they'll throw for that one. Isaac Arnold started for Post 22, gave up 7 runs on 7 hits, 5 walks, lasted just 3 1/3. Tad Stravinsky came in, 1 run, the first he's surrendered this year on an inning and 2/3, but he is in line for the win, should the Hardhats hold on. 9-1-2, it's Messenger, Bachman. Messenger with a highlight reel play at second. Not his normal position. Of course, being a versatile defender at short, he plays a pretty solid second base as well. Seen him slide over there when Hartford's been getting some reps at short. First pitch swinging, Messer puts it in play. And it's a ground ball to short, 1 pitch, 1 out. 6-3 on the putout. Rizvi gunning him down. Not necessarily a sure thing, as Rizvi has had 2 errors in the inning, 2 of the 3, or in the inning, I beg your pardon, in the game. 2 of the 3 errors committed by Post 15 West. Mason Messenger scored 4 times tonight. Takes a strike. Bachman on deck, a 3-run homer to his credit today. Pitch is high. 1-1 to Messenger. Messenger had an RBI double in the second. Otherwise, he's reached on an error, walked, and reached on the fielder's choice. 1-1, he swings through a fastball. It's 1-2. New pitcher is Keaton Hartman as they bring him out here, trying to keep this game alive and send it into the 6th inning. 16-8 our score. Strike 3 called on Mason Messenger. A sly smile as he will head back to the dugout. Nothing more than that in terms of an argument. And quickly 2 outs. So we might see ourselves into a 6th inning unless Bachman can start a rally. It will be Colton Hartford on deck. He came in for Matthew Hegre. Strike. 0-1. 1-1. One is slicing foul out of play. It'll be 1-2. So Keaton Hartman has come in and given the Hardhat bats a different look on the mound, as he's looking for the first scoreless inning from Post 15 pitching. 2 runs in the first and second, 3 in the third, and 9 in the fourth. And a 2-2 count to Bachman. Two is upstairs. Count runs full with 2 outs. Hartford on deck would represent the winning run. And he will get in that bat as Bachman will take ball 4 and reach for the 5th time tonight in game 1. Colton Hartford, a home run would win it. Hartman, the 5th pitcher of Game 1 for Sioux Falls. First time he's in the stretch. Bounces one home. Caldwell on deck. One 0 is in for a strike with a fastball, 1-1. Throw over to check on Bachman. White Sox now leading the Royals 7-1. Arizona with 2 runs in the second leads Colorado. 1-1 in on the fists, fouled back. 1-2 to Hartford. Houston grabbed a run. They still trail the Cubs 2-1. One-two from Hartman. Looper played on a hop. Going to be a tough long throw, but nice arm from Rizvi to gun out Hartford 6-3. Thought he might try and catch that in the air. Waited on it. Still had enough time to throw out Hartford for the 3rd out. So that'll do it for the 5th. We will have a 6th inning here on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV.
First one to would like to thank the following sponsors. Eye doctors from leading off number 8, Dave Cobranson. Leadoff double ranks the starting number 5, Aiden Thomas.
Top of the 6th, a 16-8 lead for the Hardhats. Tad Cherbinski back out there for another inning of relief, and he's greeted with a leadoff double off the bat of Gulbranson, who's had an eventful evening. So runner on second, nobody out, and a foul tip at the plate to Aiden Thomas. He's behind 0-2.
$5. Next foul ball will be a $5 foul ball.
The first full scoreless frame we've seen tonight came in the 5th inning. Stravinsky trying to post his second consecutive scoreless frame. Here on the top of the 6th, the leadoff double. Trying to thwart that. Staying alive, a foul ball out of play. Aiden Thomas, a base hit and a run scored his last appearance at the plate. Oh, 2. Fly ball out to center. Keel, 10 paces to his left, corrals it for out number 1.
The lineup brings up the plate. Number 4, Joe Lund.
Here's Joe Lund. 1 away, top of the 6th. Runner on second, 16-8. Hardhats lead. Looking for their first, or rather, looking for their 6th win of the year. A game above 500 if they could hold on. Then we'll get you set for game 2. Nice pitch. Strike called. Swing and a miss. Blows it right by Lund, and Sherbinski's ahead 0-2. Oh, 2 fouled off the mask of Ryan Schmidt. The 0-2 once again from Tad Sherbinski. Fly ball. Long run for Messer. He's there. No tag at second. 2 away.
Foul brings up the plate. Number 2, Keaton Hartman.
Keaton Hartman tossed the first scoreless inning for Sioux Falls West. He'll now step to the batter's box for the 4th time tonight. He's 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles. Swings through a pitch for strike 1. Ball 1. Stremitzky now working a little bit slower. 1-1. Check swing did not go. 2-1. The Angels and the A's finished up in 11 innings. Angels 12, Athletics 7. Indians beating the Red Sox 14-9. That's in the 9th at Fenway. Phillies lead the Cardinals 2-0 in the 3rd. Strike on the corner, 2-2. Tigers and Orioles may be destined for extras. They're tied at 2 in the 9th. Marlins, boy, are they the hottest team in baseball? Rattle off a couple of victories in their last 10 games. They're 4-1 leading over the Giants. Swing and a miss. Play needs to be completed at first, and it is 2-3. Sherbinski back-to-back scoreless innings of relief, and the Hardhats will have another attempt to walk this thing off with the 10-run rule here in the 6th. We'll see if they can here on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV. Sam Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, sales, service, and side-by-sides. I'm Dylan Corbett. Matt Kearney back in the Fox Sports Rapid City studios. Ricky Larson operating HardhatsTV to my right. And we are into the bottom of the 6th inning. Hardhats lead at 16-8. They can score 2 runs and end this game right here, right now. Or we'll head to the top of the 7th, and it'll be up to likely Tad Sherbinsky to finish this thing out. Chase Caldwell will lead things off in the bottom of the 6th. Caldwell an RBI single. He batted twice, both in the 4th inning. Had a walk, a run scored, an RBI single, and a run scored. And it takes ball 1. So a nice game for the Hardhat offense to pad the stats. 16 runs on 11 hits. And 2-0 to Caldwell. High fly ball, center field. Resting under it to make the catch out in center is Crow. 1 away. Brings up Alex Weaver. 2.5 hours. That's the mark we've just hit for game 1. Alex Weaver has 3 RBIs. Booted over at first, but staying with it, and a nice play to get the runner. That was actually, I believe, Daniel Vigorin who checked in to pinch hit. That was Vigorin. And now it'll be Bridger Nesbitt getting an opportunity to bat in a 16-8 blowout. As 2 are away, Vigorin grounding out 3-1. Now Bridger Nesbitt takes strike 1. So we'll see what that means defensively for the 7th. Blake Weaver on deck. Swing and a miss. Oh, and 2 to Bridger Nesbitt in his first at-bat of the evening. Loops one out to center. This could be trouble. Long run for Grove. He's not going to get there. Rounding first, heading into second. Could be a play, but it's cut off. And Bridger Nesbitt with a double with 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. There's Blake Weaver, the winning run. Imagine we'll get things started for game 2 around 8 to 8:10 in that window. Again, depending if we will have a top of the 7th or not. Strike to Weaver. Blake Weaver was hit by a pitch, scored a run, and then had a sac fly for an RBI. Low, ball 1. One with 2 away. I was waiting for time to be called, taking way too much time on the mound. And we'll reset for another 1-1. Fun one in game 2 out in Boston, the Stanley Cup playoffs, the final that is. They're tied at 2 in the second period. Pitch is low on us outside, 2-1 to Blake Weaver. Pitch fouled away, 2-2.
Foul ball sponsored by all the I-90 Express.
It'll be a 2-2 to Blake Weaver with 2 away, 16-8. Hardhats lead. Pitch is high. Count is full to Blake Weaver with Ryan Schmidt on deck. Been a lot of 3-2 counts tonight. Full count pitch. Ground ball to short. Up with it and a throw over in time, and that'll end the inning. 16-8, last chance for Post 15 West in Game 1 on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV.
Now batting for Sioux Falls. That's well, Dylan.
16-8 as we head into the top of the 7th. An 8-run Hardhats lead in the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Sales, service, and side-by-sides. I'm Dylan Corbett, and it is Tad Sherbinski back out for the final 3 outs. Pitch home. Ground ball into the glove of Bachman, and it's called foul. Over at third, Ryan Bachman with a heads-up play of the glove. If that was fair, he would have had almost no chance to throw him out at first. Dylan Hansen then swings through a sweeping breaking ball, and it's 0-2. Sherbinski looking for a punch-out. It won't be here. Ball bouncing all the way to the backstop, 1-2. One-two to Hansen, who is 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Loops one foul out of play. Sherbinski's 1-2. 2-2. Number 9 batter Rizvi on deck. Strike 3 called. Second straight strikeout dating back to last inning, and 1 away. Final 2 outs for Sioux Falls. And it is Connor Rizvi. First pitch drops in for a strike. Sherbinski 2 outs away from securing the win. Hardhats looking to go 6-5. With still another game on tap for tonight. The lights have turned on. Still not taking effect yet as we still have sunlight. It'll be 1-1 from the right-hander. Popped up, shallow left. 3 red jerseys converging. Nobody can make the catch. It's a bloop base hit. With 1 away, Rizvi finds the sweet spot out in left. Defensively for the Hardhats, a bunch of changes. It's Daniel Vigorin patrolling center. Bridger Nesbitt had a double in the previous frame. He'll stay in the game out in left. And those are the changes from the previous defensive inning. Pitch pop foul. It's Karsten Grove. Struck out his last trip. He's 1 for 4. Double play depth for the infield. Ball 1. 1-1, a runner on first, a bloop base hit, and 1 away. Throw down to first after a pitch way outside. 2-1. Pitch fouled out of play. 2-2. Hardhats looking to put a bow on this one. 2 outs away, leading 16-8. 3-run home run from Ryan Bachman, one of the offensive highlights of the night. A 9-run 4th inning. Another one. High fly ball to center after starting back and then coming in. Vigorin has a little fun with himself after he makes the catch. Made it look a lot harder than maybe it entailed, but he does make the second out. And now it'll be one final chance for Mason Crow. 16-8, Sherbinski trying to lock it down. He would be the winning pitcher. How about a strike? A stare at first base. Now he's set. 0-1. Foul tipped into the mitt. 0-2. Final strike for post 15. High drive deep out to right field. Messer back at the track, at the wall, looking up. See ya. 2-run blast off the bat of Mason Crow. Keeps the game alive and tacks 2 more runs onto the scoreboard at 16-10. That puts both teams in double digits in the run column. A 2-run blast just over the wall and right. And now the bases are empty. Pitch upstairs to Ethan Barrand, who checked in and played catcher defensively and now bats for Matt Fegan. 1-1. Chin music. 2-1. 16-10. 2-1 and a swing and a miss. Count even at 2. Pitch high. Full count. Another full count. Oh, you're kidding. Ball 4.
The walk brings to the plate. Number 8, Grady Branson.
Not the guy you want at the plate if you're post 22. Grady Goldbranson has had himself an evening. Pitch bounced in. Take second base on the wild pitch. It'll be 1-0. Runner on second. Swing and a miss out in front. Still the final out. Sioux Falls has done a good job of extending it. A 2-run home run for Mason Crow, and then another walk. This is foul tipped at the plate. It'll be 1-2 to Goldbranson. Down to their last strike as the sun begins to set. Two and two. Two and two with 2 outs. Runner on second, 16-10 Hardhats. And a makeup call for strike 3. That'll end the game. Game 1 in the books, 16-10. How about some offense? Hardhats are able to withstand post 15 in game 1 and take it 16-10 to propel them a game above 500, now at 6-5. Matt Hegre extends his hit streak to 11 straight games, and Ryan Bachman clubs a 3-run homer, his second of the season. Hardhats 16, Sioux Falls West 10. Game 2 coming up in about 20 to 30 minutes or so. Before that, let's wrap things up with the post-game show presented by High Plains Physical Therapy Associates on the way next.